The events of a television show's 16th season finale, such as Jack's confrontation with Al Cotter, Peter and Lou's relationship, Georgie's decision regarding her future, and Amy's new perspective on her own future. The finale has prompted hypotheses about whether the show will be restored for one more season and gives a rundown of updates and data for fans to anticipate in regards to the show's restoration status. It is too soon to determine whether the CBC network will air a new season of the TD show Heartland. The final episode of the 16th season just aired, so the network might look at how well the show will do in the future before making a decision. We advise fans to wait for a formal announcement, point out significant flaws from the previous season that may pique their interest in the story, and mention that the show has a high IMDb rating and that tweets from fans indicate an interest in a new season. The show's renewal will depend on whether it meets its creators' and producers' requirements. It warns that the upcoming season of a beloved family drama will not let anyone down, that the text might contain spoilers, and that people who haven't watched the most recent season yet should stop reading or watching. We'd offer a list of some of the most frequently asked questions by fans that have been somewhat confirmed. These include Amy's dating status and a new love interest, as well as potential changes in Tim and Jessica, Katie and Logan, and Lone's relationships. Members of the original and recurring cast of Peter. A TV show that is expected to repeat their Amber Marshall, Michelle Morgan, Sean Johnston, Alicia Newton, and Chris Potter will all play roles in the upcoming season. It mentions that the network may share new casting announcements with fans if the show is renewed. The number of episodes during the show's runtime will remain the same if it is renewed. It suggests that viewers watch the preceding video. Season to reflect on the leading events to the brave Bartlett Fleming family. The first steps toward their futures. The family comes together to face their fears and begin a new life chapter. It offers a link to the official season 16 episode guide. In conclusion, we talk about the plot of the television show's initial episode. 16th season with the title, Something Has to Give. Amy comes to a realization and reevaluates her position at the youth center in the episode. Jack misses Lisa, particularly after Tim and Jessica are forced to move into the house. In the meantime, the storyline of the second episode of the 16th season of the television show changes. Katie receives assistance from Jack in determining her own path as a result of Amy's decision to work with Peyton Westfield's course in the episode. The third episode of Rick's 16th season, titled On the Ropes, requires Lou to step up. Amy and Caleb train one of Sam's rescue horses to be a roping horse in the episode. Katie and Logan go river rafting, which leads them to a greater adventure than they anticipated, while Jack and Tim argue about Blue's future. Spark to Flame, the fourth episode. Annie discovers with surprise that Finn has returned to the town in the episode. After Jack and Tim win the Entrepreneur of the Year award from Hudson, unexpected issues arise for Leo, and a person from Tim's past appears in the fifth. Higher Ground is the title of the 16th season's episode. Flood evacuees visit Hudson in the episode, and Amy works with a traumatized horse. Tim makes contact with an evacue, and Jack and Lisa assist a young couple. Rick steps in while absence is lost. Annie takes care of an unusual animal from a deserted zoo in episode 6. Tim, on the other hand, tries to correct an earlier error while accompanying Jessica to New York for her art show. Jack and Lisa face difficulties as they work on their relationship. The seventh episode, Vigil a Storm, ends with a sad goodbye and brings back some old friends. Until Amy learns about Finn's past, she worries about him. Katie's journal is read by Lou without her permission. Amy shows Lindy how to barrel race in episode 8, as Logan's father arrives at Heartland. Katie's decision to get her ears pierced leads to a fight with Lou, and Jessica tries to distract herself from her disappointment in New York. Amy leads an overnight trail ride in episode 9 to support Jessica's new photography job, but Amy and Jack get into an argument about Finn. Rick is upset by the most recent Lou mayoral event. Amy and Lou go on a road trip in season 10 to stop an impersonator of the Miracle Girl. Tim, on the other hand, puts on a rodeo school showcase, but the show is threatened by a series of enigmatic occurrences. Amy wonders whether or not she ought to visit Finn. In the 11th episode, Amy lets Logan lead with a new client horse. Tim is enraged and wants Jack's accident fixed. In the meantime, Lou is having trouble reconnecting with Katie. Amy's perception of Finn changes when she is taken aback by a visitor in episode 12, Memory. Jack, on the other hand, is struggling with his past during a weekend getaway to the cabin. whereas Katie finally shares. Peter and Lou's dinner party goes wrong, causing them tension. In episode 13 of Striking a Balance, Amy gives Lisa a platinum bow, Tim and Shane have a difficult conversation, Katie leads a strike at Maggie's, and Jack gets back to his roots in country music. Amy helps Georgie rekindle her interest in show jumping in episode 14, and Louis is taken aback when Peter announces that he will be moving to Heartland. Tim had the chance to assist Jessica in his rodeo school at a winter fair. Jack comes to terms with his differences with Al-Qaeda in the most recent episode. Peter and Lou's relationship reaches new heights. Amy sees her future in a new light after Georgie makes a decision about it. Up TV Light TV networks, Netflix, CBC, TV Vudu, Amazon Instant Video, and Hulu Plus all offer Heartland as a streaming option. The user's preferences and location may influence the series' availability and subscription plans. Depending on the user's location, the series can also be watched for free on platforms like Plex, Crackle, Pluto, and Tubi. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and enable notifications by hitting the subscribe button. You'll never miss a new video in this way, and you'll be the first to know when we post new videos. We post new information frequently, and we don't want you to miss out. Now is the time to subscribe and enable notifications.